Alright, so the first thing you'll need to do is cut out 2 strips of tape that are 8 inches long and lay them on top of each other so that they are 3 inches tall. Just like that. Okay, so your next step is going to be cut out 2 strips of tape that are 9 inches long. Take one of them and barely overlap it so that they are 3 and 3 inches in height. Just gotta stick those together so they don't pull apart. And once you've got that, you're just gonna lay this down sticky side up, and you're gonna take your other piece that we already had, and we're gonna line this up so that there's about a 1/2 inch on each side and about a 1/4 inch at the top and a 1/2 inch at the bottom. Now that sounds confusing, but we're going to need that in the end. So once you've got that, just cut out little boxes like this on the edges. Just go from edge to edge and cut out like that, and do that on every corner, and then we'll move on to the next. Okay, so once you've done all the corners, what you're going to do is take this 1/4 inch that's on your top, and you're just going to fold that over so that there's no sticky left on the top. Next thing you're going to do is cut out 4 pieces of tape that are 3 and 3/4 inches long, and you're going to take 2 of them and lay them on top of each other so that they are 3 inches tall. Now once you do that, you're going to do it with the other one here. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so once you get both of those at 3 inches tall, all you're going to do is stick them together, get it as perfect as you can, and yeah, just cut off any extra and make a duplicate of this, and then we'll be ready to move on. Okay, now for the pockets, what you're going to do is you're going to cut out 6 pieces of tape that are 3 3/4 inches long, but I only have 2 here because I'm going to show you what you're going to do. You're going to pick one up and lay it sticky side up, and you're going to take your other one and you're just basically going to close it up, and you're just going to completely get rid of the sticky so that it's one piece of duct tape fabric, and do that with the other 4 pieces so that you come out with 3 little pieces of fabric. That will be your pockets, and then we'll move on to the next part. You're also going to need a piece of clear plastic to use as your ID. It helps if it's just a tad bit bigger and taller and longer than a credit card or an ID. So yeah, you're also going to need that. So now we'll move on to the next. Okay, so now I've got my pockets and my ID, and all I really did was put trims on them. If you want to know how to do that, there will be a tutorial right here. You can go check that out if you like. But besides that, we will be moving on to the next section of your wallet. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to cut out one strip of tape that is 3 3/4 inches long, and you're going to cut that into thirds. And once you've got that, take one of the thirds and take one of your pockets and just put about half of it on there, half of it on your pocket. And what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these pieces that we made earlier, and you're just going to attach it about 1/4 of an inch down on that, and then you're just going to do that with your other 3 pockets. And if you want it to look really professional and really nice, you can try to space them pretty evenly, which I think I can do that in the amount of time that I have to make this tutorial. Okay, so now my last piece, and what you're going to do is you're just going to place it where you want it, pick up the entire thing, and you're just going to wrap the rest of this duct tape around to the back, just like that. So there's your pockets, and then we'll move on to the ID and closing everything up. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your ID and you're going to cut out a strip of tape that is 3 inches long, and you're going to cut that in half. So now you have 2 pieces, and what you're going to do is you're going to put about 1/4 of that piece of tape on your ID, or about 1/3 of it, just like that. And you're going to take this other little piece right here, oops, and then you're basically just going to lay that, your ID, on top of there. And since you've got this tape, all you have to do is just press it down and then roll it over the other side. And so that's all we're going to do for the ID right now. And then we're going to take the other half piece of tape and we're going to do the exact same thing on your pockets, but do it on the opposite side, like this, so that one side can go on one side of the wallet and the other can go on the other. And you're just going to fold that over and cut off any extra. And then we will go to finishing up your wallet. Alright, now our last step is we're going to come back to this piece that we made at the beginning. We're going to keep that here. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to take the pockets, put it on our left side, and we're going to take this side over here and we're just going to fold over the sticky onto the pockets. So that's going to hold down the side like that. Now we're going to take our ID and line that up on the bottom and the side. We're going to take this piece of the sticky and we're going to fold that over. And now what you're going to do is right here, if you can see, right here at this little gap, we're going to cut just a little bit straight down from there on each side. And we're going to take this little piece right here that we have, if you can see it right there. And then you're just going to take these two little pieces down here and you're just going to fold them up. You're going to fold this one up onto the ID. See if we can get a better look at this. You're going to take this one right here and fold it up onto the pockets, just like this. And then once you have that, once you just cut out the little spaces right here and stuff, which that's very easy in these spaces so that the pockets can go in, just cut those right there. And then that's your wallet. So you got that, the 3 pockets, and the ID. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope this helped you. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.